Once upon a time, there was a 12-year-old girl named Fiona. Now, Fiona was just like any other 12-year-old girl. The only difference was that she suffered from a rare condition that caused her to tell the truth all the time. She could not tell a lie to anyone. And because of this condition, anyone who ever interacted with Fiona, they described her as being a very frank and rude person. So Fiona didn't have many friends until one day she was like, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to find a cure for this illness. So she does some research and she finds something called the Serenity Rose. Was a rare magical flower that contained these chemical properties that could be used to cure Fiona's illness. So she goes out to find this rose, and when she eventually finds it, she takes one of the petals off and she eats it. So when she goes back, she finds a young boy around 10 years old. He's standing on the corner. She goes and she talks to him. She says, Hi, my name is Fiona. What's your name? He says, Hi, my name is Robert. Now, Robert, the average 10-year-old, but he had one special feature. He had a huge mole on his right cheek, and it had little hairs poking out of it. Now, Fiona goes completely against her instincts, and instead of saying something nasty about his mole, she says, That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Your mole is so unique. I've never seen anything like it. And at this point, Robert is kind of surprised, like, wow, no one's ever said that about my mole before. And Fiona, she goes on, she tries to explain, no, that's not what I meant to say, but she can't help but say nice things about him. One of the things that Fiona she overlooked as she was doing her research was that the contents of that helps to cure her condition, they're only temporary. And so as she's explaining to Robert, that's not what I meant to say, the effects slowly start to wear off until she finally says, I really wanted to say that mole is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And of course, Robert right away is kind of offended by that. It's like, but you just said, that it was the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. And so Fiona goes on to explain how she has, and she realizes that the cure somehow it wore off. And so she goes on to explain to Robert, well, I have this condition where I have to tell the truth all the time. I can't lie to anyone. And as she's explaining this, Robert just goes, I think the only thing you're missing is a bit of compassion. And so Fiona's like, I didn't think about it that way. I didn't think I could tell the truth, but still have compassion too. And so, having this realization that, what I once thought was a curse is now a gift, Fiona realizes how special she is, and she then learns how to use this condition that she's been born with to be more honest with people, but also be more compassionate towards others. And so, by the end of the story, Robert invites Fiona over to his house for dinner and they become friends, and that's the end of it.